Welcome back everyone to Pontus Fathom Hobbies. This is Conan by Monolith, Season 5, Episode 2. We're on turn 2 of our Kate scenario, Kate expansion. The name of the scenario is The Smokescreen. This is a continuation of our Season 4. So actually, in Season 4 we did the Bloody Burglary, and you guys can check the links out of the gameplay for Season 4. Also with Conan, Civitas, and Shentu. They escaped this tower. They actually killed Shuangmian. But somehow miraculously, as sorcerers do, the sorcerer is back alive. They've been captured. They've just escaped from the bottom of the tower. And the way this scenario goes is they've knocked over, in slaying their guard, they've knocked over a lantern. And it's lighting the whole tower up. So each turn, the tower is going to start to burn level by level. So end of turn 1, the basement is burned. End of next turn, they have no time to waste. They've got to get their weapons, get out of level 1, because the end of turn 2, that will also be on fire. So we'll move the counter ahead to turn 2, as we're in turn 2. And like I mentioned, this is the Kate expansion. You can see this is sort of a representation of the tower they're at. They've got to climb this tower. It's burning from the ground up. And they're going to have to escape that way. You've got a photo of Shentu here. Also, quick shout out to our sponsors, our sister channel, Pontus Fathom Press, where we make some books that we'd like to interest you in. You've heard it before, Necromancy of Nyarlathotep, Volume 1 of the Disclosures from the Necronomicon fragment. This continues August Moldenhauer's books on the Cthulhu mythos, this time talking about Nyarlathotep, Dying and Rising Gods, the Undead, Confusion with Egyptian and Atlantis with Relief. This book is ready for publishing. These two books are in production as well. Hermeticism and Hastur should be available to the public by this first half of the year, and Alchemy of Azathoth by the second half of the year. So keep checking back with us. Check out our Patreon for some updates and excerpts of this, and even check out Pontus Fathom Press. Really appreciate you going there. We do a weekly podcast on all things weird, so if you're a Conan fan, you'll love it. And also, we'll be doing some reviews of these books. We've already got the review up of Necromancy of Nyarlathotep and some readings from it. So go check that out. Help us to pay the bills and keep delivering content. As usual, like and subscribe. Help us out here. Okay, so let's jump into turn 2. We will move back on the Book of Skelos. I think you guys can see that. Let me just kind of move it in. The Book of Skelos here has got the 5 indicator. So we'll move 5 back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we'll also move our tokens down. Shentu was injured by the Foo Dog. So we'll move these back across. And we should be good with that. So still a bit of fatigue from them. Shentu does have some injuries, so we'll have to go forward with this. Heroes are on the lower staircase of the first level, and we will try to go get our belongings. So first off is let us get our movements and positions set up. So we only need 4, 1, 2, 3. So we can make it upstairs by the next round. So I think 1 movement here is fine. The heroes will need to have a hand motion here, and Conan will prepare to do some extra damage. Same thing with Civitas. And let's have him double up as well, and then Shentu as well. So both of them will be able to grab their items, as well as... So first off, I think that they're popping out into this room from the stairwell to grab their items. So let's have them do their rolls to grab those. Conan can go first. Successfully grabs both of his... just his battle axe is all Conan has to grab at this point. So Conan will grab his battle axe. So we'll pull that through. Conan, no armor here, just the battle axe. So there's Conan's battle axe, gives him an extra die, and also he can use it as a defensively. We'll have Civitas go next. He gets also able to pick up both of his crysknives and his throwing daggers. So Civitas gets both his crysknives and his throwing daggers. So here's Civitas. Zoom. 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 Yeah, there we go. Civitas is throwing daggers, and he is okay. And lastly, Shentu makes his roll again for both of his swords. We'll have to do a re-roll for those. Not doing so well here. He gets the points, so he gets his 2 swords. He has got the Kitayan short sword and the Kitayan sword. Kitan sword and Kitayan short sword. So ready to go. Had to spend an extra resource there, but no worries. And let us get into the combat phase. So obviously, as these guys are rummaging with their weapons, the Kitayan guard and the javelinsmen launching into action. So first off, javelin, and we'll kind of just indicate here that the flames are coming up the stairs, right? So it's the beginning of the terms, flames already coming up the stairs, just sort of to block that off, just in case there was any confusion there. So we'll let Conan will kind of come into the Kitayan guard. We'll have Civitas will kind of move to the side and try to get the javelinsmen. Javelinsman's going to go for Shentu off on the side there, because I think he sees that the Kitayan guard is already enabled. Let's just check our AI cards here. So we'll grab these AI cards, and oops, we get 1 and 2 javelinmen and Kitayan guard. Perfect for the AI as well. So the AI will put in 1 for the Kitayan guard and 2 for the javelin thrower. We'll move them both down the river on the Book of Skelos here, and can worry about the next turn later. So we've got, that seems to be working out well with the AI. So Conan, first up, he's got his battle axe. Does 3 damage. And Kitayan guard has 1 armor, 1 hit point. He'll be out of it. Let's give him his reciprocal attack back to Conan. He does 3 damage to Conan as well. Conan will have to do a shield roll, which he will use with his axe. Does a 3, so he blocks all that damage. So Conan has basically parried the attack from the Kitayan guard. Kind of show them up here. So you've got the Kitayan guard, Conan. Conan's actually armed with the battle axe here, but basically he blocks his attack with the battle axe, and he also does critical damage to the Kitayan guard. We'll have the javelin thrower attack Shentu. So he also gets to roll 2 dice for javelin throw. Hits him with 2. He is also able to produce a shield attack with his swords. So Shentu will roll a blocking move, and he'll have to do a reroll move there as well. Wow. 1 more reroll move for him. And he blocks 1 point, so again, he'll get taking 1 more damage there. Okay, so Shentu now moving in to javelin thrower. Civitas going to go first, throwing the throwing knives at him. He totally whiffs. Really horrible dive. So Civitas throws daggers everywhere. 1 more throw. He will do a 1 damage to the javelin thrower. Javelin's got 1 armor blocks it. So lastly, it's up to Shentu. Shentu's got the double sword attack plus his 2 gems. And he comes up with 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 armor, 3 hit points. Javelin thrower is also dead. So they get a couple hits off on them. The javelin thrower takes some serious damage. And with the rest of the turn move points, so we have 4 move points here, we can go ahead and hit the stairs here. So 1, 1, 1, and then 2. And we'll, on turn 3, we will be up the stairs in trouble here with these guys. So wrapping up the turn, we'll clear out these our 2 victims, the javelin thrower and the Kitaean guard. They did some minor damage, but were no match for the heroes. As we end turn 2, we will move we'll flush our cards down to fatigue pile. And we will put the burning tokens. Now these lamps have caught on fire, so all of this general area is now on fire. Let's just mark it, just for a turn point of view, is that this is sort of the second turn down here that's been burning. I don't know if that matters later, but let's just kind of keep track of it. And I think that's just to sort of indicate that there's no going back, right? So quick turn. Let's we'll regroup up in turn 3. We'll heal up the characters. We'll flush the Book of Skelos, and we'll have probably our heaviest turn yet. The victory here is Conan, Civitas, and Shentu. We all got our weapons back. They were able to make those rolls, and now we're in the biggest push. Level 2. Level 1 is on fire. Level 0 is on fire, and we will see you in turn 3. You can click on the link here and talk to you in the next turn. Bye-bye.